just go ahead and take the rest of these. Check in on this energy. I'm gonna be honest, there's like this, what was that song? Somebody was singing Kumbaya. And I thought that was funny because the energy that I was getting, like it was coming from somebody who had started a lot of stuff. And now they're just wanting everything to be peaceful, but they started a lot of stuff. So it is what it is, kind of people having to deal with their own minutia. Minutia, a lot of poop, minutia. Ooh, look, alone. Yep. A lot of people are, ooh, maybe there's two different people that are realizing that they're alone in whatever they were pursuing or whatever they were doing. Something like that. Or maybe even left each other. I don't know. There's a Taurus energy here. The initial Z. A Sagittarius. The initials D or Q. Somebody's parents are cutting them off financially. Maybe that's the person who's maybe being alone right now or feeling alone right now. Yeah, this person runs their mouth a bit too much. Maybe they were, didn't use their words wisely. That's the whole point and reason that, like, you should use your words wisely. Because they come back to bite you. They really do. They really do. Wow. You're getting ready to have this mind-blowing, incredibly wonderful experience. Wow. Yeah, and that's because you've let the past remain the past. You're not like picking up any old battles, any old fights. You're just completing, everything, every time, everywhere. Everywhere they turn, people are questioning their actions and their energy. I told you guys, that's why you don't behave this way. That's why you don't do the things that they do back to them. This group of energy vampire women are being outcast in the community. People find them to be ugly and they see their true colors. That's what I got to. I was getting a real heavy energy of like some ugly broads. Like not only are they like ugly for real, but they're ugly on the inside too, which makes them even uglier on the outside. They don't have the, they're just all, I don't know, smoke. Like they like to like create smoke or create a buzz about themselves, and then they go and do nothing, and then they go somewhere else and create another buzz about themselves, and then they do nothing, and then they go create another buzz about themselves and they do nothing. So these are like some really do nothing type females. They're not the type to really, like, the only long game they have is getting over on people. Energy vampires. Ooh, what I saw too in my head was like, I was thinking of an older group of these, but then there's also a younger group of energy vampire women that are pretty much behaving the same way. It's like some of them got some real big foreheads is what I keep seeing here. Like real big. Like, and it's not because she got a lot going on in that brain either. It's just, real big. But everything, oh, wow. Everything has come to a crashing halt for these groups. Oh, yeah, this is very important not to get distracted at all. Like, do not let there be any distractions for you right now. Stay focused because there's going to be a lot of stuff just happening. And stay within your boundaries of being firm. That's all I can really say, because this is not a period where you're pushing over in any way, shape, or form. Like, that's just not an option. But you're finding that balance on being firm and cussing a motherfucker out, right? So, so a lot of this is happening because the public needs to know how they are being manipulated. Again, people understanding these energy groups, like these groups of women run around, they click up, right? They're probably all in, like, let's say, all, just for argument's sake, they're all Jack and Jill moms, or they're all part of the, whatever sorority, right? And they all hang out and whatever, and they are aware and they know how to use their energy to like siphon, like they know how to siphon energy from people. That's why they get together. That's why they always out partying. I'm just saying, take notice. They know, the community needs to know how they're being manipulated, because what's happening is like they take a group of community members, right? A handful, let's say 3 to 5, that they either pull into these groups or something, connect with in these groups, and then they all target this person, and that's what's happening. And people in the community are being affected by this, but they're not really realizing it's these groups, these covens, these cults. Whew. It's so sad. I was talking to the ladies at the Botanica that I went to, and I was like, people don't realize, like, so many people are aware of this stuff being, you know, available to them, and so many people are misusing it now, and that's what makes it so bad. There's such a gross misuse, and it's so rampant right now. Anyway, their friends are experiencing a lot of losses as well every time they communicate with them. Like, so they might like call a friend or text a friend like, oh, hey, we're all getting together for this, or hey, did you talk to so and so about that, whatever, and then that person's will get a call like, so I got an energy, somebody fell down the stairs. Somebody's parent or somebody fell down the stairs. Another one, their kid is acting up in school. I'm getting there's a lot of energy of, if these women have children who are young adults or getting ready to be, you know, out in the workforce, like there's things happen. The college age children of some of these women are totally going to disconnect. And then in the other instances, there are parents having really like, they call them behavior issues, right? But in reality, it's these entities that they had been working with now attached to their children, because that's what they do, right? So they're dealing with things like their children's just like really behaving, like hanging out, partying and stuff like that, which any parent knows. And from all the stuff that we've watched and stuff, we've seen how that stuff can really run through a family and tear them apart really quickly. But, you know, it is what it is. This person has destroyed all of their soul contracts via root work, narcissistic behavior. Because again, narc behavior is very deeply rooted illness, right? Narcissistic behavior, the way they act. So you can consider that root work. If you know someone that you consider to be having narcissistic behavior, consider that to be root work. I'm not going to play any games anymore. Ego is getting in the way. Maybe if some people even accepting that, I couldn't be married to someone that was doing that. Yeah, yes, you can. You can be married to them all day and all night because you ain't got a divorce yet. At the end of the day, it is what it is. The initial M may be significant. That's the thing. People let their ego blind them, and it keeps them entrapped because your ego is telling you know better. Your person wouldn't do this. Your person, don't be surprised. Or your friends wouldn't do this. Don't be surprised. Don't let your ego get in the way of you being clear on who. You see that light messing up? On who you are dealing with. Listen, this light is bugging. Monitoring spirits mean they cannot connect or have access to you. Yeah, they cannot have clear access to you. That's what I get. Okay, I have a little quick story time. So there's somebody I know that they are definitely doing a lot of stuff in the dark, right? And this person tells me about a story how they were in their bathroom and all of a sudden their mirror just jumps off of the wall towards them and shatters, like a mounted mirror on a bathroom over the sink. Not only that, but a little bit later, the plumbing stopped working on the side of that it's a dual sink too, on the side of the sink where the mirror jumped off. And I'm like, that house is telling this person to get out. Not because it's like, oh, for your safety. It's like, you are wrong. Like, you're a horrible person. I don't know. That's just the story that I know. And I was just kind of like, oh my gosh, this person's like, everything is revealing it to these people. That's what I get. It's like so obvious. And they may let their ego go, oh no, that's just because of this. It's like, okay, all on the same side though. Like the house don't even want you there, but you know, some people. Anyway, one individual will be named in each group for a single ring of crimes as the head. All of XYZ crimes. So, you know, all the financial crimes, you know, the identity theft are going to this person. The financial, you know, money, banking stuff goes under this person. Again, they may just be assigning it to the people who had the most control over those. You know, if this person worked at banks or knew how to do this and that, then they called that person the head of it, right? Yeah. Yeah, I guess that this is being handled this way because the people who investigate crimes, they know that the devil is always up to stuff. You know, they're not confused. The initial S may be significant here. Shenanigans. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is popping out again. That's not your baby, or she is not really pregnant. Maybe that's what the shenanigans are. If there's somebody in you, oh, goodness gracious. This is really coming out. Oh, my goodness, goodness, goodness. Maybe that's the unresolved issue that you're facing right now. The initial J could be significant. They are envious and it's rotting them on the inside. Whomever this is, that's what the problem is. Ooh, that's also for these women too. They're envious of these other people. And that's why they keep you know, looking uglier and uglier, like as the years progress. And, you know, I was curious too, because sometimes you'll see people who are, like movie stars, and they just look really old, and all of a sudden it's like, why do they look so old? It might be spell work returning, beauty magic returning to them. I'm just saying. Anyway, the initial D could be significant. These people that over here is like, these people are not ready for that they want. They have more work to do, or you have more work to do because of this unresolved issue. Take it how it resonates. You're in control of your feelings and how you manage these circumstances as well, right? So increasing your exercise and healthy eating, maybe that's something that you've been thinking about doing or you are doing. There's a spirit baby message saying mommy and daddy are connected, are so connected to one another. Now, again, if your spirit baby is actually like a business that you're working on, embarking on, etc., then, or ideas, then that's like you're connected with your person or the business partners that you're going to embark with on the same vibration, so much so that they can help feed your creative force. Yeah. Opportunities for growth exist. Yep. Yep. Your old friends and associates are or were involved in attacking you. Maybe the friends, maybe the people who were related aren't anymore, because this was the out before this card and it was in reverse. So maybe the people that are related to you have realized like that they should not be attacking you because they know the truth. They know what's going to happen. Anyway. Ooh, the dopest energy of all is yours. You dope. Okay, so there's somebody in the background somewhere. Oh, okay, in the background. So all of these past people in the background were karmic. They were all karmics. Maybe there's a Scorpio involved. This Q keeps coming out. Someone is having to sell their home and split custody after lying in divorce court. Oh, that was a part of a download that I got. Like somebody, okay, so there was something that came about somebody going bankruptcy because they lied in divorce court or something. So what's happened is someone paid child support for a child that was not ever theirs. This child is now a grown-up. They have now found out that the child is not theirs. They have the right to go back to the court, and they are to get all of those funds back from that parent that they paid that child support to. So I feel like that's justice being served completely and totally. Like I feel like that is completely and totally relevant right now that be taking place, because whomever that is was lying the whole time about the child's real, biological parent, and then putting the responsibility on whomever they were married to, knowing they had cheated, regardless of if the other person had cheated again too. Oh, there we go. Cheated again too. They shouldn't been cheating. Nobody should be cheating. Kind of, yeah. Man, that's weird. So weird. You're super powerful. Oh, a lot of people are losing their hair. That's male and female. Like people are losing their hair. They see it. Anybody that comes against you that is one of the obvious signs. They'll start to see it, especially the men. A lot of the BS in the background is over with. Like it's all really getting quiet. It's mostly just the sound of your happy voice that everybody is like, they can't even smile. They're so livid. They're so unhappy within themselves. They can't even smile for themselves. Yeah, it's because of all this trying to put you into a false light. Trying to have people think something of you. Again, justice being served. Fair, equal, balance. And balance, even though it may seem like you have all the power and you have all, but that is balance, because they were in the period where they were trying to control that, and it wasn't theirs. They never deserved to be in any power. You understand? They never deserved any power in any of these circumstances. And that's what it means when you misuse your power, communicating with people in an effect to get someone else to be looked at a certain way in a false light. That's not being fair, equal, or balanced. That's why now people are going to see this person as a really nasty, dirty person, and they're going to hold you up real high. They feel like it's not fair that you're on a pedestal. Well, you put me there by talking so bad about me that people had to investigate for it themselves. Honesty alone is not enough for long term. Let's dig into that one. So again, in these new opportunities, businesses, friendships, parents, like you meet a parent that also has a child your child's age, so it's, I don't know what to call those, but your kid's friend's parent, you guys become friends, I guess. I don't know. But these relationships all are going to require more than just honesty, right? They're going to need to require flexibility, room for growth, right? It may come a time where, let's say, you end up needing the other mom to kind of pick your child up from school for whatever, or so on and so forth. So there's going to be a lot of room for everything to be experienced in these relationships, is what I'm understanding. Like, not just honesty and loyalty, but fairness, equal, where you might be asking the person to pick up your kids, this person, may need you to pick up their daughter or son or whoever and bring them into school. So a lot of, balance. Or it may just be like, oh, I cooked this, so, and you're going to be in a circumstances and situations where you're really being able to consider the source of like the information that you're receiving. That's going to be the compartment, the container that things are going to be in for you right now, where you're really focusing on considering the source. Is this a new source? Is this an old source? Is there an established, affinity or lack thereof here? And that's what's going to help you determine, if it should be removed or not. That's where this don't pretend and salamander. Salamander just means that I'm supposed to read a oracle card after this. Ooh, it looks like you're in this emotionally nurturing and intuitive, like just knowing, knowing yourself, knowing the people that you choose to be connected to, and so much, and so on and so forth. A lot of it has to do with all of these past things ending, like especially this false light. There is a judge or law official who's going to lose their reelection to their seat, and all their secrets are going to come out when that happens. Maybe they have played some part in this false light. Again, some things have been revealed over the last, year? And now the repercussions of that are playing out in this next year. Again, I look at the years from the time when the astrological calendar starts. Okay? The past is the past, and that's the past. They can tell that you are irritated. So maybe there are individuals that can tell like when they are able to irritate you. But the fact of the matter is that everybody gets irritated from time to time, right? Like it could be as simple as, what do I get irritated about? Oh, when I can't find like the things that I want, or stuff that I want is discontinued. It's like, why is everything that I like so much being discontinued? Like, so you might be irritated about that, but someone sees that as a moment to like, I don't know, try to make you more irritated, maybe even by copying you or something. Maybe there's a baby mama or baby daddy that's involved that's trying to irritate you for some reason. The initial X could be significant. Yeah, maybe this person, this baby mama, baby daddy energy is the result. This person gossips a lot. Like they're just a gossip. They're not, I don't know. Gossip is a nasty energy to me too. Like a gossip is like the lowest of the low. I don't know. That's just how I feel. The initial O, like I actually had to stop talking to, my godmom, because that's all she did was call and tell me other people's business, And you can't be in that type of energy. That's a low vibration. Even if it's true stuff, it's like you're spreading all this negative information just to have other people continuing to think about a negative situation. Like, yeah, no, that's not. Your divine masculine is protecting you right now during this phase. Yeah. Mostly because they don't want people to be put in any type of space where they can profit off of you. Okay. And it's not that you can't see or don't see. It's just that you are a very giving person. You are, empathetic and communicative. The initial M may be significant here. You're like a cinnamon roll or earth angel energy. Aw. I was trying to find the words to explain. Like you're so sweet that people are like, oh, their instant attitude is to like encroach on your decision making, or encroach on you making a decision in their favor, or encroach on you, looking at them, I don't know. People come with an agenda, it sounds like. People come wanting for you to acknowledge them kind of energy. And you're busy making a lot of decisions and stuff like that. Yeah. You're in this Seven of Pentacles. Very patient, very persevering, looking at things long term, always looking for the opportunities and noticing the opportunities for your plans to bear fruit. There may be someone who's needing a psychological psychiatric evaluation, who's very mentally unstable. People are starting to see this. I guess maybe now that they've been left behind, people are starting to notice like how much they are obsessed with thinking about you and talking about you and like everything they do. And it's like, it's all, people are really starting to realize that. Maybe there's 6 people in some type of group or something that are realizing that now. This group is responsible for multiple unalivings, and that's how they got sheep or minions in the community to go along with them. But there's no attachments to that's not your world. You're in a different world, so there are no attachments to you at this point. Yeah, and they really are learning that lesson of moving on. Yeah, they can't project anything on you either, is what I'm understanding. Like the projections don't even work. Yeah, because they're being met with like the response, and your energy is like, you're a clown, right? You look silly, right? This isn't gonna, like, this is really bad for you, right? Like that's the energy. Like they're being met with their own projections, like the reality that their projections are their real status, their real energy. Someone's trying to place things at your feet. I got this too, but they still do dark stuff, so it's not okay. They're not reformed. Yeah, there's that whole repentance. People have to have repented. It's not like, oh, I hope I don't get caught for, I don't know, what do people do? And they're just, that's just the type of people they are. Like, I hope I don't get caught for doing such and such, and then they turn around and go do something else. And it's like, but they do the something else to not get caught up in the first thing, and it's just a domino effect. It's like never taking a moment to reflect and say, oh, let me repent. Oh, let me not do those types of things. Oh, let me only, maybe there's a Capricorn and an Aries that have been in these energies, this silly clown behavior. Yeah, you've continued to elevate again and again. That's the decisions that you make are always like, oh no, I'm going to go ahead and go in this direction. Yep, the new direction. Maybe that's the stuff that everybody is wanting you to talk about, like all of the new stuff, maybe they even want you to express that you cared about them too. Some people, maybe that would make them feel better, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't exist anymore, right? There's only space for new. Yeah, that's what's unfortunate for them. It's like they want to reminisce, and it's like, you do know that that's sitting yourself in a false reality. Like sitting reminiscing is actually holding you back from a new beginning. That's what they don't realize. But for you, it's like, it's new. Everything's new, even to the point to where you may have to find yourself like turning off your phones or making sure that that's something that you do in the evening. Not from spam either. It's just like people really communicating with you and getting back to you, and this and that and the other. I also get in physical relationships where you're meeting people, you are really turned on by these people the new people that you have in the romantic area of your life. Congrats for releasing things that aren't yours to bear. I was feeling a heavy release, like like that climax release. There's a lot of that too. This 777 energy, also the energy of believing in oneself. That's important. That's incredibly important. Yeah, that website is being, I don't know, maybe they're pulling pieces of it apart to kind of show where it, makes sense for this and makes sense for that within their case, is what I'm getting. Yeah, there was someone who wasn't using their, who was ambitious, but they pursued their goals with a fast thinking that wasn't in the upright. Like the fast thinking of like I was saying, like, oh, okay, well, to get out of this scam or, to take care of this, then I got to go over here and do this other scam. That's this person's energy, or these people's energy from the past. It's like, instead of just cleaning things up and just riding straight, they rather like look for opportunities to make more problems to get out of the other problems. I don't know. It's a really weird behavior, if you ask me. But the initial W. The karmic is confessing what they know about everyone involved for a plea deal. That came out too. I think that was last night, maybe there's an Aquarius. A spiritual bath is in order. If you guys haven't had any cleansings or anything, I'm hearing within the last 30 days, you probably want to do that. There's a lot of bullies that are going to be bullied in jail, the community, and in the industry, and at their own house. Oh, wow. Yeah, these people are going to be like, every time they turn around, they're going to be heartbroken by people that they're dealing with. They're going to face the same bullying and the same like mistreatment and maltreatment from everybody around them. until they are in this completely heartbroken energy, because they're already jealous. So until they're in the completely in this heartbroken energy where they feel like they have nothing and no one. Wow, you've ended your karmic's ability to pester you. Now you're fighting your masculine's feminine energies. So maybe that's why he's protecting you in that part. This person's supervisor. Oh, this was a heavy energy. Somebody's going to get told to go home. Somebody's going to be told that like their emotional stuff needs to not, it doesn't have a place in the workplace. Like you need to get that under control. And I'm feeling like it's a masculine energy who potentially like works in the evening or something like that. But their supervisor is like, look, you need to go home. You can go home for the day because either this person is too emotional and they're like scatterbrained, or they've been crying recently or whatever. They've been told they need to take their behinds home. Yeah, a lot of it has to do with the fact that you've opened your heart to someone else, you know. So maybe there's somebody, like there's an energetic like removal that took place, right? And I don't know if it's you or a college classmate, or maybe there's somebody that's a college classmate or something like that. Oh, okay. Maybe there's a college classmate, but somebody that you were in college with, or met at college age, and their person is obsessed with you, and they feel some type of way about it. But they need to feel some way towards their person about it, is what I'm understanding. Like you can't control what how someone else looks at you or feels about you, etc., etc. And these people need to get their own stuff under control and wonder why. You know? Yeah, it's true, but they need to figure out how to place that energy where it belongs, between them and their person, not towards you. You are the apple of your person's eye. I feel like you guys think about each other all the time. You guys, there's never a moment where you guys aren't comfortable with expressing yourselves and loving on each other and things like that. There's a Taurus. Maybe there's something to do with identity fraud, marriage fraud, stalking, and harassment. You're really glowing right now. Wow. Maybe there are a lot of people that are wanting to talk to you, maybe some neighbors or something like that, but no one can really get into your energy. Yeah, because it's not time for energy play. You come through in real life, or you don't come at all. That's where it is. Like, no, we can't talk, you know, especially if it's someone that's already betrayed you. Yeah. And I feel like though your new person, maybe this is a neighbor that may know something about either identity fraud, marriage fraud, or stalking. That's what I'm getting there. Your new person wants to talk to. They feel like they can't fight it anymore. Like they want to. Yeah, you're their queen. Aw, this is so beautiful. Yeah, mission is complete. Aw, this is so beautiful. For whoever these other people are, it's like, oh well. Yeah, oh well. Those who shall remain nameless, nobody cares about them. Okay, listen. Daddy's sympathy pains during mommy's pregnancy were a clear indication of how connected they are. So as this relates to business, your person that you'll be doing business with, they're going to like be concerned about the same things, or kind of like, oh great, I'm glad you mentioned that because I was wondering, you know. So it's kind of like they're going to be having the same like thoughts and, you know, desires and concerns, etc., etc. So let me get an oracle card out and see what that says, and we'll call it a day. Oddly, I only have like love oracle cards. That's so funny. I'm not going to use those though. I'm not going to use those though. These don't really have much on them. Let me go get another set of oracles. Let me pull out a few of this first. Whoa, it's not in here. Aw, holding hands. Aw. I feel like there's like a conglomerate, like they're in all different ways, because there's even someone up in this picture in the background, like helping this person up too. And then there's the whole holding hands here. So I feel like that's you and your soul tribe. Like you're making all of these new connections, and they're all kind of like emotionally holding your hands. Maybe there's something about socks, like a lot of socks, or always wearing socks or something like not, oh, an energy of like warm feet. I like that. I like that. Let's see. Is there anything for these past people? Yeah, they need to take a walk. And hit the road, Jack. Boom. Don't you come back. No. That's literally what the card is saying. Like, take a walk. Go on about your life. That's what they need to do. Get some fresh air, take a deep breath, look at the animals, you know, enjoy the smell after the rain kind of energy. Message. Look, it says enjoy the smell after the rain on this card, but then it's got the person with the umbrella in the rain over here, and that person is walking out. Look, same animals, everything. Yeah, those people need to take a long walk by themselves and figure it out. All right, I hope that this has been helpful and insightful in some way, shape, or form, and I will catch you on the next one. Sweet dreams. Later. You are literally manifesting everything into your world. I love that. Anyway, all right, later.